John Devereux will kick off. The English importation. He'll do the goal kicking as well. No Matthew Rich for Manly today. Mullins it is that gets first touch and sends it back through Hoppy. He's 15 out from his own line. Paul Vorton joins me as co-commentator today.
Yeah, thanks, Ray. Interesting to note that Manly, they lost the toss, but Canberra decided to run into the breeze in the first half. So Manly will have this gusty sou'wester at their back in the first half, and with the kicking game of Cliffy Lyons, they should be able to dominate the first half, but Canberra looking to come home with a wet sail in the second half.
Talking of Cliff Lyons, he relishes the opportunity of playing against the Canberra side, as the first clearing kick of the day comes off the boot of Ricky Stewart. It was not one of his best. In fact, it was about 3 out of 10. Devereux wrapped up, 35 out from the Canberra line. A chance for Manly to attack early in the game. It's gone through 2 sets of hands and along the line. John Devereux, right knee, getting some support there from an elastic band, and it's Lyons turning it inside. Hancock support. Very shoddy Canberra defence. Manly made 40 metres easily then. Through Kosef, Tuvey, Jones, Alexander went decoy, Oljanek, Elskood, he's very fast. Ankle tapping tackle, doesn't secure the youngster. Mullins eventually makes the tackle. Open game at the moment. Tuvey with a long ball. Kosef is with it. Short pass for Roberts. Roberts stands and is pulled down. 18 out. Penalty Manly. Canberra inside the 5. And an easy 2-pointer coming up.
And we came into Brookie looking for an open game of rugby league. We're dead set getting it. Some fine attacking skills being showed by both sides. Both sides willing to run the football, no matter where they are on the park. And culminating now in a penalty to the Manly side, but Sean Hoppy got the ankle tap there on Elskood. Would have been a try otherwise. Very quick man, Elskood. And here's the bus now. Some very ordinary defence there by Canberra. Devereux did well to set up Cliffy Lyons. And Cliffy, a beautiful pass back inside to Hancock, who's making his debut in the fullback position. Never played there in first grade before. Devereux,
8 out of 10 against a countryside last weekend at Mudgee. Very high, straight between the uprights. First points to Manly. 30 metres out from the Manly line. Cunningham! Oh, that's a quality run. Good stuff by Cunningham. He's got the pass away. Devereux, pulled down by Nadruka.
Oh, genius tackle by Nadruku, killed him.
Now, O'Donnell, Kosef, they've only got to deliver the final blow. Lyons, 6 more tackles for Manly. Knocked down by Hoppy. Hasler a dummy half. Manly with a full set of 6 to come. Alexander. O'Donnell. Tuvey. Hancock. Danny Moore. Inside ball for Hancock. Desperate stuff, but there's a knock on. Lyons. Moore straight up the centre. Flat and hard. Now can Nadruka do it again? Here he comes, and he's made the tackle.
Genius.
Oh, Nadruka. Fair dinkum, he could be the king for a day if he wanted to be. Tuvey throws it away. Kosef is with it.
Well, they were all offside, Canberra. Never got back onside at all.
Played by Kosef. Lyons, Tuvey. Now through to Oljanek. He cuts inside. Hancock will score.
Forward pass rate. Unbelievable. Another opportunity, and it's gone. But Nadruku, whatever they're paying him, they should double it. He saved them 12 points today. Danny Moore made the break, got through some poor defence once again, and Nadruku, just the last-ditch tackle, sensational. And Moore, he was nearly going to go for the double movement, decided at the last moment. Here's the last movement, floats this one out, and it goes probably a metre forward.
5 tackles gone for Manly. Lyons goes from dummy half, kicks ahead. Where's that football now? It's 6 more for Manly. 6 more tackles. Can Canberra endure this? Cliffy Lyons takes it to ground on one. Werner the tackler. O'Donnell away, bad pass. Tuvey gets under one, taken by Pongia. That's the second. Hasler to the right. It's with Kosef. A cutout pass for Devereaux. Devereaux passes, finds Danny Moore. Moore gets it back to Kosef. Now it's back with Tuvey. Then it's with Lyons. Now a lofted pass to Elsgood. Elsgood comes to Daly. He's wrapped up and he'll play the ball. That would be 4 tackles gone, if my memory serves me correctly. O'Donnell away. Roberts launches himself at the centre of the defence. Alexander's tackled. That's the 4th tackle now. O'Donnell away for Tuvey. Turns it back inside for Cunningham. That should be 5. It is. O'Donnell's the acting half again. Away for Tuvey. On for Lyons. Puts the kick in behind. Nadruka takes it over the dead ball line.
I give the Canberra defence some credit here. Whilst they've missed 17 tackles, their online defence has been outstanding. They've adjusted, readjusted and multi-adjusted to just cover this Manly attacking forays. It's great footy, Rabs.
It's an incredible game of football.
And now Manly get another crack at the Canberra line. Looking a bit tired, Canberra too. They've had to do a lot of defence.
They're thinking they should be if they're not. What's going on? Ricky Stewart has seen a second ball on the ground and he's just soaking up time. Smart thinking by Stewart. Well, this will go down as one of the great defensive passages of 1993. I'm not sure of how many tackles they've had to withstand. Roberts. You've been watching it with us, and I'm sure it must be looking like the 20s proportion. Roberts away. Now it's with Kosef. Stands and turns it back for Hasler. Tuvey's outside him. Tuvey goes through. Tuvey's got Hasler with him. Hasler gets the ball. Came off Cunningham's head. It's gone over the dead ball line. And it's out to the 22 for the restart.
And Canberra get the respite. And they needed it under all sorts of pressure. Once again, Tuvey put the foot down, went through the big hole, and Hasler now onto Cunningham, straight off his noggin. And that's the ball for Canberra, 20 metres out from their own line.
Stewart, long pass out, looking for David Werner, finding him with pinpoint accuracy. Good yards by David Werner. They're not finished yet. Now Trevin Pongia. Have they got the pace? Tuvey's got him! Jeffrey Tuvey brings him down. 10 metres out from the line, that's a turnover.
Oh, great tackle, Jeff Tuvey.
Great rugby league here today.
Yeah, talk about Nadruka. That was just as good, if not better, by Tubes. The big flashing run by Werner. He's beaten 46 of them, straight down the middle. And then Pongia hot-footed it for the line. Here's Werner now. He's beaten. A big gap was there. He beat Hancock, bumped off Olczyk, and away he goes. And Pongia thought he was going to score, but Tuvey cut him down.
Hasler, 30 metres out from his own line. David O'Donnell. Daly makes the tackle. 5 gone. Close to half-time. Through the hands of the halves. Then to Devereaux. Devereaux in some space. Defence coming across. Draws them. Olczyk beats the tackle of Belcher. And eventually and finally Manly scores. Nice work by Manly. Devereaux did well. Olczyk, he gets the 4 points.
Well, it had to come, and it came from deep in their own territory. Some pretty ordinary defence out there by some of the Canberra players. Meninga came up when he shouldn't have. And then Devereaux into some space. He drew Nadruku. 1-on-1, Belcher on Olczyk, and Badge couldn't get him. And the Manly side finally crack it for the try. Beautiful pass here. We thought they were just going to kick it, but decided to run it on the 5th. Cut out pass by Lyons, and Devereaux into space. The beautiful in and away which committed Nadruku. And the former Australian fullback came over, but Olczyk too much pace.
Acute angle. It's got the height, but it's just wide. So the half-time score at Brookvale, Manly leading Canberra 6 points to 0. The Eagles and the Raiders, they leave to a standing ovation. We'll be back after a break with more.
It's hard to get value for money these days. Kyle here is paying his lawyer $200 an hour, and it's a cat. But did you know you can get 2 months free broadband when you switch to Foxtel Broadband today? With your first 2 months on us, no lock-in contract and no setup costs, we think it's a pretty great deal. Unlike a certain lawyer. Foxtel Broadband. Just call 135 704.
Lights out!
The most important thing is how you appear to the jury. The jury is everything.
Come on!
My sister is an artist, not a killer.
Kate Moss killed my daughter.
Don't ever push me. The 12. Watch on demand.
There's 100 grand up for grabs every week with the NRL's free-to-play game NRL Pick'em Weekly 4. Just pick the winning margin from 4 selected matches each round to win a share of the weekly major prize. Download the NRL Pick'em app today.
At Light and Easy, we're proud to be a registered NDIS provider and to partner with home care package providers so that Australians who need assistance can have affordable access to healthy meals in their own home. We're proud to offer over 230 delicious, nutritious meals for everyone to enjoy. And we're proud to have been rated Australia's best healthy meal delivery service for a 3rd year in a row, scoring 5 stars for customer satisfaction. For more about our NDIS or home care package offering, call 13 15 12 or visit our website.
At Harvey Norman, get 60 months interest-free. No deposit, no interest with 60 approximately equal monthly payments from Latitude and receive a bonus gift card up to $1,000. That's a bonus $100 gift card for every $1,000 you spend on interest-free. Shop our huge range of furniture, bedding, the latest in technology, entertainment, home appliances, and so much more. Get 60 months interest-free. No deposit, no interest with 60 approximately equal monthly payments from Latitude and receive a bonus gift card valued at up to $1,000. Now at Harvey Norman.
Go! Mornings taste better with Nutella.
It's the kind of magic.
Magic.
Hungry Jack's new $3.95 Poppin' Chicken Curry Cup gets you poppin'. Get 10 golden crispy Poppin' Chicken bites and medium chips for $3.95 at Hungry Jack's.
David Furner kicks off to start the second stanza of this game. He'll only need to be half as good to be good enough. Devereaux tackled by Meninga and also Croker. Alexander. I noticed on that particular play that Kosev ran as the decoy. Lyons spreading it across and Hancock handled before Elsgood was tackled about 25 metres out from his line. Now, John Hopewadi is on the ground. This is his first touch of the football. He's beaten 3 of them. Stewart takes him. 10 metres out from the line. Manly with a chance to wrap it up here, really. Lyons out for Danny Moore. Mel Meninga takes him to ground. It's picked up where it left off this game. Lyons for O'Donnell. Now for Hasler. John Hopewadi. 2 metres from the line. That's the turnover.
And desperate defence once again by Canberra. Their first up defence has been fairly abysmal. Hopewadi made a 50-metre burst there. He was playing Jersey flag last year, but he's a good player. Here it is here from dummy half. The marker was held. Boyle was held. And Hopewadi streaked down the touchline, beat Belcher. His defence has gone a bit ordinary, but Ricky Stewart came over and cover and saved it.
Now, a chance for Manly. Lyons running across the park, letting decoys go inside. Eventually, Elsgood gets out of the tackle. He'll score! Manly, they're over the line again. 10-0 in favour of the home side.
And it had to come. The pressure from the Eagles is finally told. And it was just defence of Canberra's. This sliding defence, it's a good defence. It's worked well today, but you cannot afford to miss any tackles. It puts pressure on you, and it's one-on-one here. We've got Elsgood on Hoppy, and away goes Elsgood. Stepped inside. Hetherington, he's been on there 4 seconds. He was never going to get Elsgood, who's very, very quick. And they stood well. They talked, communicated, but it came down to a one-on-one situation. And Elsgood, nice left foot step, too strong for Hoppy.
Metre in from touch for John Devereaux. Away off the boot, okay, but it's just one. 10-0 in favour of Manly over Canberra. Nadruka, Stewart, Daly, Hoppy out wide. Well, I'm just getting the impression, watching some of these Canberra players closely through the binoculars, Paul, that huge defensive strain or drain has started to take its toll. Stewart, Daly, Meninga, Belcher, Nadruka inside, puts his foot flat on the floor, gets inside, Hancock, they're not going to catch the flying Fijian. Noah Nadruka saves 2 tries and scores 1.
Oh, he's a superman. Oh, where's his cape? There, Dinkum.
It's cape.
Oh, he's killed him. There was nothing doing there. Manly had all the defence. Here we go. Now they drift across field. Plenty of Manly defence there. The beautiful inside pass from Belcher. Clippy line, slightly at fault, didn't keep coming over. Now here, the goose step, and he beat Hancock pointlessly. Roberts tried in vain. Oh, what a player. Sensational stuff.
Oh, look at the put down. Who cares about the put down?
Yeah, here we go. The nice inside ball. Couple of missed tackles, and away he goes. Hoo-wah-hee-ya, hoo-wah. And he beat, and the head nod. He's got everything.
If he gets this, Canberra's only 4 behind, and they've been on the wrong end of all of this. Here he comes, 22 out. He's gonna get it. Yes, he kicks it from the sideline. 10-6 in favour of Manly. Jones was taken off early. Tuvey got hurt. Hasler replaced him. And when Tuvey came back, Jones was pulled off. And I don't know whether he's injured or he was just taken from the field. But they've had Hasler there since. And he's done a tremendous amount of work. Daly across the ground. Here's Mullins inside. Beats one. Stands in another. And takes it to ground. 5 tackles gone for the Raiders. Here they come to the left. Daly, a long, long pass. Picked up by Osborne. Floats it to Meninga. Gives it over the top for Nadruka. Around Devereaux. He comes down the wall. He's got 10 metres to go. They put him down, but he didn't go into touch. That'll be the turnover.
This is fantastic. Nadruka once again created something from nothing. Here it comes. He's beaten Devereaux, who's an international. The head nod again. And it took 2 of them this time to get him.
This is the last for Manly. They need a deep kick. Lyons puts it low. Belcher hurries across. Just outside his 30. Comes back, met by a ring of defence. Able to beat them. Comes to Devereaux. Devereaux, a diving tackle, puts him down. Meninga, Stewart, Clyde cut out. Finding Daly wide. Daly on Tuvey. Then for Mullins. Mullins on Hopawati. And Mullins has tackled 8 metres into Manly's area. Ball played back to Hoppy. Dummies and runs around Hetherington. 10-6 Manly. Stewart shows it twice. Then David Boyle. And he's pulled down by Cliffy Lyons. 197 tackles made by Canberra. 184 for Manly. Bradley Clyde surges ahead. Comes out the other side. Will he score? No, Meninga will. Meninga, he puts it down. Canberra gets a try. The scoreboard is level. 10 points all.
And Bradley Clyde did it all on his own. Meninga had some work to do, I suppose, but Clyde bursts through some feeble defence. And Canberra now go to 10-all. And they're coming home like a train. Now, Clyde's got all this defence in front of him. 1-on-1, though. Two of them missed him, Hasler and O'Donnell. I thought he might have taken Hancock on. Meninga positioning himself beautifully on the inside, and he carried them over.
This is the way it looked from head on.
Hasn't Steve Walters done well from dummy half? He's created opportunities, flicked one out. Now, Clyde's got a bit of defence in front of him. Ineffective tackling there. And Meninga looming up on the inside. Determination on Mal's face. He's got Canberra back in the game.
David Furner, a chance to put Canberra in front. He kicked a harder one to convert the Nadruka try. Similar part of the ground. 22 out, 11 in, he's missed it. 10 points all. Daly. Daly deciding that he'll try and do it himself. Probably by comparison with some of the other big names in the game, Daly has been relatively quiet.
Oh, yeah. He hasn't made the long 40-metre runs that other players have made, but he's done his job. You know, he's...
Not saying that, but
no, he's
with
created
the Dailies of this game, you're looking for something almost megastar type stuff. And that's probably unfair of us. Furner. Stewart. Boyle running off his left hip. Then he gives it back for Stewart. Stewart probes himself. Osborne is there in support off the other side. And that's 5 gone for Canberra. Stewart quickly back into position. Goes for a long drop goal. Stewart, I think he may have got it. Yes! It's a drop goal from 30 metres for Ricky Stewart.
10-all now, 11-10. Stewart's put the Raiders just a nostril in front. A nice kick from 30 metres out. Beautifully struck. Canberra have only got to now play a very smart game. They've got the point in front. There's only a few minutes remaining, and they just got to try and keep Manly down in their own territory.
Simplifying that even further, Paul, you've got to be a freak to kick a drop goal from any further than, say, 40 metres. So this can all be described where the play is right now, anywhere in Manly's half, even 10 metres into Canberra's half, as safe territory. Lyons sending Iro out to the 20-metre line, but Mullins makes the tackle. Canberra playing very correct football, no penalty football. In other words, playing percentage football. A bad bounce for Nadruka, but he's able to clean it up.
And got the situation now where, you know, Canberra have got the ball 30 metres out. The kick was badly organised, shouldn't have gone to Cunningham.
Clark.
Croker's back on for Osborne.
Walters running a lot from dummy half, as I said just a few moments ago. And what he's done has been quality stuff. Hetherington decides to take them on. Hit and spin back. Clyde's there to support. Meninga's coming up. The big fella not required as Clyde goes to ground 5 metres out from the line. Walters is the dummy half. Stewart's the receiver. The long pass. Pinpoint accuracy to Daly. Short off the right hip away for Furner. Off the ground, not tackled. It goes to Mullins. Mullins is there. Flick passes back for Daly to kick ahead and score! Yes! Try time! Daly puts his mark on this sensational game.
Super duper try to Laurie Daly. It was Brett Mullins who flicked it out the back of the speculator, and Daly took the odds to the little one into the in-goal area, come up with the try. Canberra should nearly wrap this game up now. But here he is, Daly out to Furner. He's had a great game since he's been on the football field. There's still 10 metres out. Mullins is nearly tackled. Over the head, away he goes. And Daly puts one through. Plenty of Manly defence here, but Daly too quick for them.
Scored a similar try in State of Origin last year. Very similar try. Watch it again.
It's a great pass by Mullins, but he could see Daly there. Daly calling for it. And Laurie, very smart footballer.
Furner. 25 out. Bringing it around and precisely over the dot. 17-10 in favour of Canberra. They trailed and they trailed, and now they're surging ahead of Manly. Devereux. Crowd leaving, looking for the exits now, but oh gee, I'll tell you what, even though they've been beaten, and Manly crowds are very parochial, like all rugby league crowds, I think they'll go away thinking they've seen one of the great rugby league games played on this ground.
Been a fantastic game of footy, but Manly will rue the chances they missed, especially in the first half. It's been all Canberra the second half. And they're a magnificent side. They've gone in now with the win. They'll go into 4th spot on the ladder and are looming once again as premiership contenders.
Well, we all have said that, but I think we've always put an adjunct to it by saying if their stars can remain healthy, they can beat anybody on grand final day. They've just got to get there and be healthy. Stewart clears. Now they've got the game back where they wanted. Not as important now, though. They lead by 7 points. That field goal to Stewart's looking ever so much more important now. Canberra just rolling down the other side of the hill now. Tony Iroh's pass out to young Hopewadi. A knock-on will be called and a scrum will be packed. Friday we go to Melbourne, to Olympic Park for Saints and Wests. Mullins, is he clutching away there at a... I just thought he might have been clutching at a rib cage. Stewart. Daly cuts out Mullins. Finds Belcher at the back. Meninga. Ooh, don't argue it.
Yes,
how do you feel?
Yeah, might hear more of that. The big elbow from Mal.
Mal's looking at him. Devereux's lying there. Now away goes Hoppy down the blind. He'll score, I think. Yes, another try.
Well, they've fallen apart now, the Eagles. But mind you, Devereux, who was on that wing, is still down injured after the Meninga incident.
Harrigan took a long look at his touch judge, as if inviting him to say something.
But here's some very poor marker play. Now, that's where Devereux should have been, on that wing. And Hancock one-on-one. Hoppy just a nice left foot step inside, but some very poor marker play. Hoppy too quick for Alexander. And gets the try.
Furner from 22 out, he's missed it. 21-10 in favour of Canberra. Touch judges said nothing. The referee obviously didn't see it. But are we looking down the barrel of an Australian side being named tonight, and the captain goes on report tomorrow against the national coaches team? Oh boy. There are some probabilities there, aren't there? Cliffy Lyons restarts. Quentin Ponzi. He's put it away. Manly, they come up with it purely for academic purposes, though. We've had a tremendous afternoon's entertainment.
When you think of it, Canberra, they were down 10-0 to win this game 21-10. It's been one of the great efforts by them.
Owen Cunningham is the last player to handle the ball. Canberra wins one of the more incredible games of rugby league, 21 points to 10.